Welcome back to the channel, guys. Roger Goodell is at it again. His hatred for the Cincinnati Bengals rears its ugly head once again. Let's go into it and see how he's sticking it to the Bengals again. Here we go. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel, youtube.com/ZebraBreaks. Referee Brandon Toll here. Good evening, everybody. Hooday. Got the orange and black on. I got the orange lights on behind me here in the Zebra Breaks studio as my support is out, but Roger Goodell's support for the Bengals is not out, and it shows. He released tonight what he is proposing to the owners tomorrow for approval in terms of how they are going to rectify the situation, as they have decided that the game from Monday night is being canceled. First and foremost, all positive news coming out of University of Cincinnati Hospital with Damar Hamlin. Continued prayers and thoughts to Damar Hamlin. The outpouring for him has been great. I did my mosaic break on Wednesday night. All my proceeds are going to him. I'm making that donation here in the next day or so when the money hits my bank, so I can help out too. Probably going to go to Cincy Shirts and buy a shirt. But let's take a look at what they've decided, or what he's proposing. Not what they've decided, what he is proposing, and then an interesting little tidbit behind it. All right. So as we said, the game is being canceled. So we are only playing 16 games over 17. So he went through that, basically saying that not playing the game's not going to have any effect on the clubs that qualify for the postseason. Buffalo, Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Baltimore all locked in playoff spots a couple weeks ago. The only thing that was really to be decided was going to be the division title. With them canceling the game, we win the division because we will have a higher percentage record based, on a 16-week versus a 17, and that would have been a moot point anyway because all the Bengals had to do was win one of the two games and we win the division. So we would have had to lost both to start getting into tiebreakers against Baltimore, at which point Baltimore would have had the tiebreaker beating us twice. There we go. The scenarios they have out here are for a potential neutral site AFC title game because of the inequity there. So the first two scenarios go over straight Buffalo, Kansas City. Scenario 3, if Buffalo and Kansas City lose on Sunday, both of them, and Cincinnati wins. Now, the likelihood of that happening is slim, but it is a problem. It is an option. Then either a Buffalo or Cincinnati versus Kansas City AFC title game would be at a neutral site. All right. Here's the clown show. If Baltimore defeats us on Sunday, they will defeated us twice, but they will not be able to host a playoff game because Cincinnati will have a higher winning percentage for the 16-game schedule opposed to 17. All right, that makes the logical is that. Well, the logic's not really there because they're treating this as a Bengals loss, and we'll get into that. If Baltimore beats us on Sunday and then we have to play each other in the wild card game, the location for the game is going to be determined by a coin toss. What? So you're telling me that the AFC North champions, which the likelihood of that happening was going to happen anyway, if they beat us and we're still the division champions, we could potentially not play one single game at home in the playoffs. Not one. That if they win this magical coin toss, we're playing on the road all the way, including the Super Bowl. What? You're treating this as the Bengals were going to lose on Monday night. They were leading when everything happened and when the game stopped, and you're not even beginning to give us the benefit of the doubt that we could have beat Buffalo. Unreal. You're a clown, Goodell. It gets better, okay? It gets better. Joe Mixon, baby. Love me some Joe Mixon, and here it is. This is his tweet. Literally, I was editing this video, and I saw this pop up on Twitter, and the clown show continues. So what we're going to be looking at here, this is the actual policy manual for member clubs. All the rules and regs for players and teams. 2022 edition. Here you go. Let the disrespect card. We just got to give it back. Here we go, Mixon. He says, and I quote, letter G, competitive policy for canceled games. If a game is canceled, a team standing in its division or conference, i.e. qualification as a wild card in the playoffs or a position in playoff seeding, shall be determined on the basis of its final record. When necessary, playoff tiebreakers shall be calculated according to per-game average for all teams. You're already, Part A, going against your own rules and regs, Roger Goodell. Part B, postseason games, pairings and priority. The 4 division champions and 3 wildcard teams will participate in the postseason. Tie games are calculated as 1/2 game and 1/2 game lost. Boom. The 7 postseason participants from each conference will be seeded as follows. Not maybe, will be. Division champions with the 4 best records. And then your wildcard teams with the 3 best records. Going into it. And here's your seedings with it. And then selection in sight. He is literally going against his own rules and regulations for how to treat a canceled game. He is sticking it to the Cincinnati Bengals. It's no secret if you're a Bengals fan. He's had it out for the Bengals since the Marvin Lewis days. He didn't like the negative publicity on some of the players that Marvin Lewis rehabbed over the years, and he is sticking it to us once again. It is blatant. Katie Blackburn, the VP of the Bengals, came out tonight and said that she is recommending that the owners vote no on the coin toss. The Bengals are the AFC North champions. Straight up. Doesn't matter how you slice it. They are the division champions. You are treating the Buffalo game for us as a loss. Not even giving us think, hey, maybe we could have won that game. We were leading 7-3 and driving to make it 14-3 when that happened. But you think we were going to lose, so here's your chance to stick it into the Bengals and potentially let's not play a home game in the playoffs this season at all. I like Paul Dehner Jr. from the Athletics tweet about the Bengals getting issued the disrespect card and how they're going to be giving it back in spades. And if I or anybody in that locker room, I'm angry. And I'd be playing angry. Because now the hill has just gotten steeper to climb. As the defending AFC champions start the journey to repeat. Let me know what you think about this, guys, in the comments below. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Got some content coming here in the next couple of days. So thank you guys for joining me as we are here into almost year 3 now of the channel. So I will see you guys later. Hoo day around the 3rd and heading for home. Good night, everybody.